Chief Advisory Officer of Flyer Hospitality, and you will be taking us through the third presentation, navigating the sea of disparate data, how we can bring it all together.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
All right. Yeah, so let's start this, if it works or not. You turn it off. Oh, there it goes. All right, so obviously I'm not Jens. You might have seen him on the front outside. He had some travel document issues, so I'm covering for him today. This is my third week with Flyers, so it should be good. But obviously, very, very involved in the industry and the company. I sat in your seats just 3 weeks ago. I was running a commercial for the largest hotel management company in the world with 1,600 hotels and every brand. So I know exactly what problems we're dealing with. And really, navigating the sea of disparate data, it really is about siloed data from different sources. We have a lot of things. Even in one hotel, you've got data in the revenue management system, in the CRS, and the PMS. It's all over the place. So sales and catering system, whatever else you have, CRM. Manual workflows, you're going back and forth, you're doing swivel chair, you're pulling out reports in order to go ahead and analyze things, you're taking the reports, you're sticking them into Excel. It's hard, it's a mess, it's really, really inefficient. And then you can make mistakes. And then also, as soon as you start to get into multiple hotels, a portfolio, 5, 6, 10, 20, 1,600 hotels, it's impossible to see what's going on. It really is. I used to get a call from my CEO all the time. Hey, how are we doing next month? I'd be like, I don't know. They're not complaining too much. Must be doing okay. Had no visibility on what was going on in the future. Right? So, if data's the new oil, how are we enabling our organizations? How are we refining it? We have lots of data. And I had tremendous amounts I was getting from all the brands and from TravelClick and OTA Insights and everyone, right around 7 terabytes a week of data. And we're putting it in a warehouse, and it was really, really difficult to try to use it. So we have to refine the data in order to make it useful. Right? So what we do with the commercial operating system really is we start with our commercial intelligence. We try to put all the commercially relevant data into one database, and then basically make it available to everyone with customization, dashboards. And I'll go into some of the tools, but you've seen some tools that are similar, like Tableau and Power BI. I'm sure everyone's kind of put that in. We're going to next generation stuff, and Flyer started with really AI first. So you heard of mobile first. It was AI first before AI was trendy. They came from the ground up, and I'm really probably one of the stupidest people there because our chief data scientist was at CERN for 10 years working on super collider and theoretical physics, and I'm just like an idiot. So anyway, this is all pretty good. The revenue optimization and decision intelligence, we've got a fantastic revenue management solution that actually helps do a lot of the problems that was just mentioned. Looks at future, looks at real time, and use it from AI in the ground up. And these are different products. So we have the BI product, we have our revenue management solution, and then gives real analytics after it. So we're going to get to the point very, very soon because we're using a new AI-based platform where you can ask a question. So I would get that question from someone in the organization or from an owner. Hey, how's this doing next month? How's my group in June compared to group in last June? Or whatever it is. You can literally type that in natural language and get the answer. And we have dashboards and that type of stuff too, but mention this time it's saved. Right now, you get those questions, and I used to have to go, out of my office. Hey, let's get everyone together. Take 5 people, try to pull all the stuff together to get these simple questions and answered in real time. It's very, very difficult. So, just a little about Flyer and what we are. We have 1,500 properties on the revenue management solution right now. We've optimized $3 billion in revenue. 96% acceptance rate with our current revenue management solution. So, it's there. People aren't messing with it because it works, and it works on real-time basis. So it doesn't rely on 12-week trends and 2-year history as much as some of our competition. and we've already secured 300 million in investment. So we're here, we're around, and that's just the hospitality side. We're part of a bigger organization with airline and cargo, so we're helping those companies as well. Right now, for data, you really have a couple options, right? You can build your own, or you can buy consolidated reports, right? And there's different solutions out there. I looked at consolidated reports. I didn't have, there wasn't a solution out there for me in my old company. So we decided to build our own. I got those feeds, 7 terabytes. I was using Power BI because it was part of my Microsoft license, had a data team, trying to normalize it all. And 2.5 years later, yes, I had some dashboards. I could answer some of those questions. I couldn't answer all of them. It wasn't as in real time as I wanted. It didn't have the AI behind it, didn't have the insights. But I did have some capability, so when I got asked the question, hey, how are we doing next month, I wasn't completely clueless, just sort of clueless, right? So you can also, look at the consolidated reports. There's some great tools out there. Spider's example with, Lighthouse. But all it is just taking those 10 different reports and putting them together into one sheet, and you get an email in the morning. The data analytics really isn't there for the industry right now, and that's the problem we're trying to solve. So where we're going to is, data as a service. And I was a big company. I could build that out, and it was still very, very difficult for me when I was with IHG. I had a whole team of people. I had 13 data scientists on the revenue management side building things out and trying to build out reports. It still wasn't my primary focus, right? So we're going as a data as a service. And as an example, Flyer, we have 25 data scientists, double what IHG did when I was running that group, right? So it's what we do, and we do it very quickly and easily. And we've got out-of-the-box dashboards, but what we're doing is new technology. So if anyone's worked on it with Power BI or Tableau, you have a database. You have to write SQL code and pull it in, and you can create new things. It's great. You still need SQL programmers. This new technology is actually natural language. You can go pick elements and just build your own very, very easily. And we have our static dashboards, and we're going to have natural language programming too, so you can just ask it questions. So data as a service, I really do believe, is where the industry is going, where it needs to go. And whoever gets there first, I think will get a large part of the market share. So I'll open up to questions. And scan so you get points. No questions? What? Anything that's in the PMS we can pull out right now. We're looking at additional data sources. We have rates, shopping coming in, anything out there, coming on. I'm trying to help shape that product. We need ROAS for marketing. We need to make sure that there is a complete commercial view. And when I ran commercial for multiple brands at this point in my career, I want to see everything. And I want to see, I need to give my individual teams the tools and data what they need, but I'm going to need to roll it up. I need to show everything, including if it's in PMS, yes. If we have connections to the POS, we have that as well. Working to get all the connections out there. We do have it in some cases. Any other questions? It's property specific, but we can do roll-ups if you have multiple properties. We're doing this for some of our partners now, where we have 200 hotels that are getting rolled up in brand portfolio. And depending on the attributes you have in there, if it's different owners, I can slice and dice it by owner, or VP of revenue, or however you segment your business.
It's real-time data? Or
Real-time data.
Once a day only?
No, multiple times a day. Yeah.
And any specific systems only you deal with, or any PMS systems?
We work with most of the PMS systems right now, and we're adding more all the time, but most of the major ones.
One hotel can have multiple systems.
Yes, good. We're working on, like I said, that portfolio problem. When I was with my last company, I had 82 brands and 41 different systems, combinations of systems, and it was impossible. So that's what we're working on solving. Any other questions? All right.
Thank you so much, Andrew. Thank you.